Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 115 today.
Yes, man. It's a kind of a crazy little. Now it's like, I feel like not too long ago we were at 100. And then I was saying, like, it feels like it's going, like, we're restarting again.
Yeah.
We're already at 15, into the whole new venture. I mean, I feel like for me, it was like a little restart for us, even though it's not. It's just another number, but we're in this, man.
Yeah, we're deep, bro. We're deep in this bitch. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if we're on the same fucking brave, like rain type, like length type thing sometimes, but I literally was looking at their YouTube because I usually look at the shorts and then like they'll show you the videos, but I was like, God dang, like 100 seems so far away because it's like, I think it shows 3 per row. And so I like scroll a little bit as to get 100. I'm like, what the fuck? It's kind of trippy. But yeah, bro, it just kind of goes to show that, yeah, time will fly. Whether you like it or not,
Seems like when you if you adapt to whatever you're doing, at that point, like you don't keep track of it anymore. Because obviously, like at first when we were doing these, you're like, oh man, like we're hitting like 50 or we're hitting 40, like it's big.
Yeah,
but it seems like now we just do it so much and it's become like so part of our lives. That's just like
it's another day in the office, bro.
Yeah, but that's how it is for anything. I mean,
yeah,
when you're waiting for something or
that's facts,
a holiday or a vacation or something.
Yeah, because what would the next milestone be? Maybe 150, but I think like 200 probably, right? And I was like, holy shit. Back then, I think we would have celebrate every 10. Yeah. It's like, oh, hell yeah, 70, bro. Shit, shout out, bro. Now it's like, what the fuck? So, yeah, it's a little bit of a trip.
Yeah. But yeah, man, how was your Mother's Day weekend?
It was good, bro. Pulled up to my mom's. We ended up ordering, what is it called? Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh,
but my sister went to go pick it up. Basically, nice. We had a theory that it was Mother's Day for everybody, so everything we thought would have been packed. So it's like let's just fucking chill at the house and order some food, Smart. So yeah, that's what we did. Had a good time, great combos, and yeah, shit, can't ask for. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day, bro. What about you, man?
That's good. Yeah, we celebrated my mom on Saturday. So my middle brother, he wasn't able to make it Saturday because he was going to do something else. So me and my older brother took mom out on Saturday night or evening to go out to eat. And then
shout out. And
then Sunday, my middle brother had us at his house to celebrate, his wife, my sister-in-law, and my mom, and
okay.
over there. So yeah, kind of did a Saturday and Sunday. Celebrated both, but it was good. Just went out to eat. Had a little barbecue at his house on Sunday, and then, yeah, overall, not too bad.
Just chill. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I think it was both those days. Yeah, I took an L each one of those days. Saturday, driving to work, it's like some shit of a movie kind of thing. Driving to work, I kind of see like a cloud of, I live kind of out more like, farmland kind of thing. There's not really sidewalks. So it's just kind of like usually the dirt and fucking gravel, and then it's somebody's yard or whatever. I see like kind of like a big old cloud of dirt, and I'm like, okay, whatever, somebody's leaf blowing or some shit. As I get closer, I see a guy mowing a lawn, like on a riding lawnmower.
Okay.
And as I'm getting closer, literally passing the fucking house, he goes over a patch of rocks.
Oh.
And his shit's flinging towards the fucking street. Literally, it's like I just had to be in the right speed, right time to get the fucking rocks in. Pretty much got a little drive-by of rocks and to the side of the truck. Probably like by an inch or 2 inches. I forgot to show you when we were out there.
Oh, so you got some shit on there?
Yeah, a little dent and a chip.
Nah.
And took a chunk out of the paint, but it could have been the glass. If it was a glass, obviously I would have had to go back, but I was just like, dude.
That's fucked,
bro. What am I going to do? Like, it's an older guy.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. What the fuck do you do in that situation? I ain't gonna lie.
You're not going to be like, give me your car insurance. There's nothing that's going to be resolved other than you're going to come out more pissed in that situation. So I just let it go. I was just like, whatever. Just a fucking...
Jesus.
It's one of those things, bad place, wrong time. So that was a great way to start Saturday off.
That sucks, bro. I apologize that happened to you. Is it like an easy fix, or like, can you even fix shit like that? Or
I'm not even worried about it.
Okay.
It is what it is. There's probably bigger rock chips on the truck somewhere else. It was just like, I thought it was a lot worse. That sounded fucking crazy.
It's nasty in there probably.
And for only having one little chip and like it's not a dent, wouldn't nobody even notice it. It's not even like a dent.
Just you.
Yeah. So I was just like, I'll take it. It's whatever.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna ruin somebody else's day. But yeah, and then Sunday, I was going up the stairs and I stubbed my toe. It's all good now though. And then I kind of self-diagnosed myself because I fractured my toe in the back in the past, jumping off like like some stupid shit too. When I was working at the body shop, I jumped off a lift and it was like maybe 5 foot, like basically my height. But I think they told me I went to the doctor for that one, and I think they think like you probably curled your toes when you landed, so you like kind of jammed your bones, and that's what fractured it. And you can't do shit with it, but they x-rayed it, and there's like a little chunk of bone on the side of it. That's how that's a fracture basically. It's like it'll pretty much just heal on itself.
Did it turn purple?
Yeah, so it was like pretty purple and stuff. And this shit that same day started turning purple. My whole like toe, my big toe, and I was like, nice. I probably fractured some shit.
But I think you're in the clear now, though, right?
Yeah, I mean it's
not purple anymore.
It started going down. It's still a little purple, but I could move it.
Okay.
When I did the other one, it was like one of the middle toes. I couldn't really do shit. Like I could still walk, but it hurt a lot more.
Dude, it's fucking weird because I did the same thing and I tried snowboarding that season. Fucking worst thing you could have done, bro. It's just weird, bro. It's just
takes a while for that shit to kind of like come back.
Yeah. Especially like you said, if there's a whole fucking bone off the other bone or whatever, like that's
and it's like a tiny little slip, like a little crumb, you would say, but it's enough. Feel it. It's enough to just like
you feel it.
Fucking grind your bones. And anyways, so that was on Sunday. I was like,
you need some milk, bro. You need some calcium, bro.
Something. No, I don't. Luckily, I don't think I fractured it, but I was for sure. I'm like, I fractured that shit. Like, shit sucked. But
damn, pa, shit. Were you running or what?
Yeah, I was running up the stairs and then just fucking didn't lift that foot up high enough and bah,
God, you're like nice.
Smacked it.
You're like Peter when he fucking falls down the stairs and he's just like grabbing his knee.
Yeah.
Just right there.
Well, I think I was running up with the dogs. The dogs were downstairs. I was like editing the vlog and I went upstairs to grab something to eat really quick while I left it like loading or some shit. And the dogs were with me, so I was just like, come on. So I running upstairs and fucking that last step. I just hit the little like ledge of the the stairs have like a little ledge. Yeah. Smack that fucking thing and folded my shit like a lawn chair.
Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's crazy because it didn't start like turning purple or like hurting until like I put a shoe on. So I put a shoe on and it was like, fuck. Then it started turning purple quick. I was like, shit.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, man, that's a little of the ups and downs of the weekend. But
yeah, man, it sounds like you had a good weekend, but it sounds like, you had a couple,
This was just one day.
Mishaps, missteps, I guess you could call it.
Missteps.
Literally.
Well,
no, okay, bro. Well,
yeah.
How you doing now? How you doing right now, though? How you feeling?
Doing good, brother.
Yeah. I know it's a Tuesday. I know it's for the people they probably like the fuck, but it's my anniversary tomorrow, so I appreciate you for being like, hey, man, I got you coming in early. So.
Always flexible, man. We could always do some shit around here, but shout out to you guys' anniversary. How many years now?
It's gonna be 3 tomorrow.
3. Nice.
Yeah. I apologize too. I feel like I'm always used to saying my anniversary. It's like our anniversary. I always fuck that up. Makes me feel like a narcissist. I'm like, fuck. It's not just mine. It's me and my girlfriend's our anniversary. So that's cool. Man, it should be nice.
You guys do anything fun? Like
I was about to say like fuck. I was like in my head thinking really quick. I was like, fuck, should I say it? But it's like this shit will be out by now. But yeah, bro, I'm basically gonna. She doesn't know, but I'm gonna try to go to the first place we ever had a date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's this place in Salt called Takashi. It's like sushi and shit, basically. Dope. So basically, my plan is just to like redo our first date, just on some like some lovey-dovey cute shit, basically.
Cute shit,
exactly. So cool. But it shouldn't be too crazy because we basically said, hey, our anniversary is May 14th. Her birthday is June 2nd. Mine's 19. I was like, hey, this shit's all kind of close. So we basically agreed to basically just kind of spoil each other in Europe when we're over there. Instead of the whole gift shit. So I feel like a great benefit of being with somebody for a minute, just because you don't have the expectation of it's our first our first anniversary. Oh my God, where the fuck is? I'm not even sure what people expect nowadays, bro. Like an expensive gift, I guess. I don't know,
man. It's I was on a conversation with someone and they were just like, I don't feel like we're talking about Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And this could be relatable with like any holiday, like Valentine's or anything. I mean, anniversaries, I think, are a little still more special, just because it's like it's different than just obviously like a Valentine's. Valentine's Day, obviously, I think is one of like the ones that I would put at the bottom, I guess you would say. But basically, the conversation was basically like you should it should be Valentine's Day every day. It shouldn't just be one day to show like the love for one each other.
Facts.
The Mother's Day thing, that's what we were talking about. And he was like, yeah, because I asked him, like, what do you do for Mother's Day? He's like, nothing, dude. Like it shouldn't just be one day, I think that's my way of thinking. Like, it should be like every day. You should, I think it'd be more beneficial to surprise them like on a different random day than just having a day that they expect. And so,
Yeah, I guess that's true, but at the same time, it's like, are you actually going to remember to do it too?
yeah. Well,
Like
that's the thing. You have to be the person and actually do this. If you're gonna be going off of that, you can't just like, oh, we don't celebrate holidays and never do shit anyways.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, yeah. So I was like, that's true in a way, but it sucks like when you've like society just kind of has that, because like let's say you weren't to celebrate your Mother's Day, and your mom sees like I don't know, her sister, she gets celebrated by her sons or somebody else, right? And it's just like, oh, that kind of sucks. But it's just because like everybody else is doing it. But let's say you actually take your mom like I don't know, a dozen of roses like every month, and you're always like taking her out to dinner. So it's like you're always showing love, but you don't do it that one day. So I mean, it kind of sucks because like you kind of have to like follow up with like, I guess, society, and also still like just give love regardless.
Yeah. I feel like, it could be good and bad. I feel like it's good because it's a reminder to do it. Because I ain't gonna lie, I don't be getting my mom flowers like every month or no shit like that. Like, so when it's like Mother's Day or like birthday, then
Yeah.
that kind of opens the door to be like, oh shit, like, this might be a good opportunity. But yeah, I don't know. Well,
And a lot of people obviously like live away from their parents too.
that's true too.
So it's like something out of the state too. So it's like,
That's facts, actually.
drive up or, fly in, whatever, for Mother's Day or Father's Day, whatever it is. But yeah, it's different for every person though. I did realize that. Like after I tried to process that with me when I was like talking to that person, and I was like, I don't think this would be suitable for everyone, but I do like his point of view, like on some of it.
It's not like a right or wrong. It's like,
Yeah,
you get to dictate what it is, what basically happens. That's facts, bro. That's a big fact.
But yeah, man, that's cool.
Shit, okay, bro. Well, shit, you made me think of a random question, bro.
So
Let's say you're gonna celebrate. Okay, let's specifically talk about like our significant other, right? Let's rank these holidays, and what do you think is more important to least? Yeah, most important to least important. Anniversary, birthday, Christmas. Fuck, there's one more, bro. I'm fucking drawing blanks though. It's Christmas, anniversary, birthday, and is any other time? Oh, Valentine's Day. I'm fucking up. There you go. Valentine's Day.
I think you did mention that. Though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
So it should be 4. Like what's important to least important in your opinion?
For my situation, I think more important
significant other. Yeah,
is birthday. I would say.
Yeah, I feel like it's their day. I agree with that.
Yeah. Second would probably be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Valentine's.
That's what I'm fucking saying, bro. This was hard.
Third, because what's left? Christmas and anniversary.
Yes.
I think we'll put anniversary last for us because every single year anniversary we've been together, but we're always like doing something. Like I think the first one we were painting her house.
Okay.
So it's just like we didn't even. I think we were like halfway painting, I realized that, and she's like, "Oh yeah," like, I kind of knew it was coming up. He's like, "But I knew you were gonna be busy," so it's like, "Why you even plan something?" I think other years too, she was in school.
Yeah, hasn't lined up.
We never really ever done nothing for anniversary, so I would say I put that last for me. But
Gotcha.
And Christmas, I feel like too, I'd almost be close to last too because it's not really.
So you're saying birthday, Valentine's, Christmas, and then anniversary.
And yeah.
Okay. Shit, bro. I feel like it's kind of similar. I feel like kind of going back to the expectations. I feel like you kind of have to knock those out. So birthday, I feel like you kind of have to. That's your day. You're celebrating you specifically. I agree with that. Second, shit, this is where it gets a little hard, bro. I'd probably maybe say, fuck, yeah, maybe Christmas, Valentine's Day, then anniversary. Yeah, so it's basically the same shit. Okay.
Is that for you say like important to her?
That's true too.
Or is this what you think is important to you?
Yeah, to like our relationship. If I had a guess, you know what I'm saying, 100%. Yeah. Because obviously if the communication's there, then that is. But yeah, I was just kind of curious about that because that's 4 different opportunities to potentially give somebody or your significant other a gift or something,
Yeah, just make them feel, appreciated and
Yes, sir.
show each other's love for one another. Yeah, it's yeah, 4 times a year you got a chance to.
Hey, I love a motherfucker, pa.
It is. I was gonna say, you guys' fall. Obviously, your anniversary falls kind of close to your guys' birthdays. Valentine's Day, I guess, would be a couple months away, and so yours kind of scattered around. I guess for me, ours is kind of all, not all together. Yeah, kind of all together. So my birthday's on mine, December 25th. Our anniversary is in November also.
Oh, shit. And then December?
And then December, and then Valentine's.
And the birthday in January.
And her birthday's in January.
Holy fuck, bro.
So within like 2 months span, 3 months span, we knock them all out.
That's crazy as hell, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Okay, that's what you be spending. He's like, I gotta...
maybe that's why like they're not as valued
just because they're back to back.
Yeah, that makes sense. You guys are kind of more scattered around. So.
Got you. I didn't even think about that shit. That's facts, bro. I've always thought about that too. It's like I don't hate, but I would dislike if I had a birthday close to like Christmas or some shit like that. Because Bella, my girlfriend, has a friend that her birthday is literally Christmas, bro.
Oh shit.
That fucking sucks, bro. That literally sucks so bad. But
you can never go out and like do something for your birthday. You have to do it like before or after, which I guess nobody really ever celebrates.
Well, we actually because we're Hispanic, so we don't really we celebrate Christmas Eve. So the next day we were free, so we actually ended up hanging out with them, but everything's closed. It's Christmas, so we went to the theater. So that's what we did. That was like a year or two ago.
Something.
Yeah, like exactly. But I was like, damn, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but for that person individually, I'm like, yeah, that gotta.
There's probably a few of those where they kind of suck if your birthday lands on a certain. I mean, mine always randomly would fall on Thanksgiving sometimes, but for me, I don't think it was that bad growing up. If anything, it was more beneficial because I was like, cool, man. Everybody get together, like, all right, man, it's my birthday. What you guys?
Yeah. Well, Thanksgiving, you're not really giving anyone gifts, so I feel like it's a great one because especially like you just said, family in town from somewhere else too.
Yeah, what y'all gonna bless me with? Yeah,
facts.
But as you get older, it could probably suck because it's like, I want to celebrate my birthday, like my actual birthday, and it might fall on Thanksgiving.
Got you.
But I never really ever do anyways.
Yeah. As a kid, though, I feel like you're good because let's say, worst case, you get money that day, fucking next day.
Black Friday,
brother. That's shit. Cash out that day for sure. You're getting like double value with the money you spend and that shit. So,
yep. It was always good timing to have that like that. So
yeah, exactly. Back to back. Go Best Buy real quick. Dude, those fucking lines at Best Buy would get so nasty. Shit. Nowadays, it's probably not even like that anymore.
Hell no.
Nah.
Yeah, man. That's kind of the sad part. That's one thing I do look back on sometimes. We all got to look back on some stuff, and that's one of those things where it's like, damn, I kind of miss those kind of days. Even though we were never there, like waiting in a tent and shit.
Nah.
We didn't get a chance to wait in a tent.
Yeah.
That shit kind of died out by the time we got older. But
yeah.
Would you have ever waited in a tent though? Like if that shit was still a thing?
It depends on what the fuck it was, and if I can make it a thing with all my friends are there, we take a little fucking portable grill.
If technology was advancing the way it was back then, where it was kind of like slower, you would say, not slower, but yeah, it would have to be slower. But every year it was actually something new, completely new. Like back then, it was like, a brand new 70-inch TV. Like there was never one before in the past. Another 80-inch, like because shit was coming out. Nowadays, it's just like everything already exists. Yeah,
it's the same shit.
But I guess if that shit was like that today, I think it'd be cool. Like you said, like we had like a group of friends and like, we're waiting up for a new console to come out. This one's gonna
yeah, exactly. But if you're by yourself or some shit, yeah, I gotta suck ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
I feel like back then it was mostly those kind of people though. It was just like a group of dudes.
Yeah, just people, hanging out with their buds and shit.
I thought it was just a husband and wife and their kids.
Some people definitely.
You think?
Yeah, I remember actually hearing about parents that would actually do it for their kids, bro. Like for Christmas and shit.
Get ahead, save an extra couple bucks.
God bless their heart and shit for that. But yeah, that doesn't sound too fun.
Little did they know they just upped the fucking price so they can make it look like a discount.
Yeah, but that's the thing, bro. Fucking nowadays, it's kind of hard to like know when you got a deal. So that's why I always kind of recommend just tracking what the fuck it is that you're wanting to buy. And I just go to the store and be like, holy shit, it says 30% off. We should buy this. Because like, motherfucker, that shit probably was like that for a whole year, right? Yeah,
year round now, you can walk in the store and it says 10% off, 30% off.
Like. Yeah, and the worst part about the Black Friday shit is, motherfucker, they announced Black Friday November 1st. It's like, early Black Friday. It's like, bro, Black Friday is a whole month now, dead ass. Like,
Get
What are we?
early savings.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! And
it's
then you got like Prime Day, and that's fucking huge now as well too.
Prime Day.
Yeah, bro. I'm not sure when they have that. I think it's October. I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But that's this whole thing too. But yeah, man.
Mm.
What a time to be alive.
Right.
Like what the fuck?
We got technology at a tip of our finger. Yeah. I feel like there was something I want to bring up today, but I can't think about it.
Nah, no worries, bro.
It was,
Shit.
It was regarding this weekend, something that
Well, let me know if
I think of my appointments. What was it?
yeah, let me know if it pop up, huh?
But yeah, man. Girlfriend's running a marathon this weekend coming up.
You gonna watch?
Yeah, we're gonna go support. Gotta go drop her off in the morning at like 4 a.m. or we gotta go before to drop her off like at 5 up there at the mouth of where goes paddleboarding, Kazi.
Oh shit. Okay.
I think that's where they start.
Yeah. Good luck to her.
Yeah, I think she's got it for sure. Yeah, she's done so much training.
Preparation, bro.
I don't know if we talked about it already. I've told a few people, but yeah, in total, all the miles that she's ran, it's about 17 marathons she would have ran already.
Like total.
So she's done a bunch of preparation, so I think she should be.
She locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy because I know runners at the gym too.
Mm-hmm.
And same shit, bro. They're fucking like 7 day, like, miles a day. And I'm not sure how long they're adding these numbers up, but it says like 100 and something miles or some shit. I'm like, holy fuck, that sounds insane, bro. Like,
yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not for me, man. No.
Yeah, I was about to say, running.
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, if I had like a fuck ton of time, yeah, and just like.
But you would rather run than go biking or some shit, though. Like, I feel like you'd rather go ride a bike, but maybe I'm mistaken.
For sure, yeah. But I feel like if I was just like with a group of friends, like, I don't know, like if you hit me up, like, hey, dude, you want to go run? This is like if we're not doing shit, bro. Like, I haven't been doing shit for 5 days. I just been like working, like around the house because I'm retired, but still in good shape. You're like, dude, you want to go for a run later tonight? Like, I'm down. Fuck. But if it was just like, I know it wouldn't come out of you.
Yeah, but I say I don't know about a run. Maybe a little gym sesh potentially, but fucking Joe run.
Yeah, but because sometimes I do want to go with her, but I'm just like, usually it's the timing part doesn't work out for me. So
yeah. At this point, she'd probably leave you in the dust though. If you go run with her, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that. What do you call it?
Yeah, conditioned
to do shit like that. Yeah, but I'm actually curious where I would even stand.
Yeah, like a little physical test or something like that, right? That's a great point, bro. Yeah. See where the fuck you rank and something like that. Mm-hmm. Well, shit, man.
You still run at the beginning of your gym?
Hell no, bro. I hate being sweaty during a workout. Like entering a gym sesh sweaty, I fucking hate that shit.
Mm-hmm. You start sweating, huh?
Yeah, bro. I do my cardio at the end, like when I'm done. Yeah.
See, I don't fucking sweat. That's the thing. So.
Yeah.
Because I remember you used to do it at the beginning, right? Just kind of
a warm up, like a little walk or something. Well, like that was like a brief period of time, like super small. But usually it was maybe like a little walk or something. But now it's just stretch, get right into it, and then after I'm like, fuck it, let's go do the bike for. It's not even a time frame. As long as I hit 222 calories on that bitch, I'm set.
On the bike?
That's like my goal. Just after the whole sesh, because after those sessions, I go home. I'm like, God damn, bro, what the fuck? Like, I need a little coffee. Shit. I do take a lot of. I don't want to say a lot. About 200 and something milligrams of caffeine before pre-workout.
Okay.
So maybe
quite a bit.
Yeah, it might crash me a little bit. Yeah, we're drinking a Monster. You just let me know. It's like 160. So a little bit more than that.
Almost, not quite two.
Maybe 1.5-ish.
Is that pretty accurate every time though, or are you kind of just taking a fucking random scoop?
No, well, it's one scoop is 200, and I usually add like a little, little hill,
little pinch,
little hill on top, little. So I just estimate that it's a little something, but yeah. Then I actually been trying with JJ when he was on the pod, putting some salt in that shit. It tastes like ass. I'm gonna be honest, adding salt to your fucking pre-workout, but
how much you put in?
A good amount, bro. I ain't gonna lie, a good amount, but it's kind of hard for me to even be like, oh yeah, it fucking helps. It's just I'm not sure.
I don't think you ever see it. Yeah. You ever had like those IV the little powders you put in the water? Which is basically what he was saying. He's like, just adding some salt and sugar in the water is going to be the same as like adding those additives to. But I feel like they're not as salty as You would think. That's what I was wondering if you put in too much.
No, yeah, I'm putting a fucking decent amount in that bitch.
I
Yeah,
don't think it'd hurt you, but
yeah, just absorb more water,
Mhm.
basically. Just retain more water in the body and fucking go out. I probably sweat that shit out anyway, though, at the end. So maybe I just have a bunch of fucking sodium inside of God knows where. The bloodstream, I would assume.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, health is a whole fucking it's a whole thing, man.
Yeah, whole fucking different thing to unravel, bro. Fucking crazy, bro.
Whole
So
different realm of my expertise. I definitely don't really stick much in that, but
yeah, bro, it's fucking dope. Because speaking of JJ, I actually seen him. It was yesterday. So but usually he's training people. So I just don't even, you know, it's like, bro, you're fucking busy, you know? I'm not,
just doing a
oh,
job.
hey, bro, what you doing? He's like literally in the middle of training somebody. Like, so sometimes I feel like sometimes I have like socially awkward, sometimes interactions with him. Cause I'm like, oh shit, like, let me say hi real quick. But then sometimes like one of his, shit, what do you call it? Trainees or like like a good friend. So sometimes it doesn't even matter. And sometimes, you know, it is, but now he's doing the shit, bro. He's getting pretty strong and shit. He was telling me, but yeah, he was just giving me more game and shit like that. Because I was like benching next to him. He's like, yeah, man, if you want to get your bench up, you fucking correct this and this. Like form wise, I'm good, but like in terms of like the build up, he's like, you should do this differently. And I was like, yo, shout out, what the fuck? So excited to implement those things, and I don't want to gatekeep. So he basically said, yo, you did 2 fucking plates. You fucking did like a whole 10, bro. And then you did your heavy set, which is like 2 plates and like a 25. He's like, but you fucking went in that bitch like already fucked up because, you know.
Yeah, you
like,
did 10.
Yeah, he's like, you do like 3, and then on your heavy set, fucking yank that bitch out and then rest a little longer and do it again.
Even add some weight.
Yeah, but he's telling me he warms up like 5, 6 sets, just slowly, incrementally going up.
Yeah, I remember him saying that, yeah. And then at the very end, and he only does like 2 reps per set or 1? Or?
Yeah, I guess it depends on what he's doing, because sometimes it's volume and sometimes it's, you know, like a 1 or 2 rep max. So yeah, he got that shit locked in. He fucking pulled out a notebook and he showed me years of tracking, bro. It was fucking crazy.
Jeez.
I was like, he committed to that shit. So it's kind of cool to see people on their bag and like what they're good at, you know?
Yeah,
it's fucking dope.
journaling is fucking his whole what do you call it, fitness life.
Yeah, it could be like, oh, back in fucking, you know, December of 21, I was doing this. Like, shit's crazy. So I was like, holy shit, bro, just a bunch of numbers.
He had an injury, like prior to him coming in, right? He was saying, was it a bicep or was it?
He was like right here. What is it? I'm not sure what the fuck this is. It's like the inner leg type of shit.
Okay, so it wouldn't affect his actual benching, but it affected his like squatting.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I think he's all fucked up just because he lives a fuck ton, bro, like a lot. And he's told me, he's like, yo, like, I'm trying to do this naturally, bro. He's like, fuck the steroids and all that shit. I'm like, yo, shout out, bro. Like, because at the gym, shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers on steroids, a lot. But now him, you know, wanting to do it the legit ways, it's just motivating to see that, you know. It's like, fuck yeah, bro. Like, do you and shit. So
yeah, there's still people out there that are doing it the right way.
Yeah, well, I guess it sounds kind of fucked up to me to be like, you know, that's the right way, but I don't know. I feel like the healthy way, right? Let's just say that. In my opinion, it's healthier to do it.
Because what would be the pros of doing steroids?
Getting big as fuck, growing a lot of muscle quickly, but then it starts
That's
fucking
just an ego thing, right?
I guess in a sense.
You don't need it.
Well, the thing is, if you're competing, you kind of need it to compete. But if you're not competing, then maybe it's an ego thing.
So it's like if I'm racing a car, but
you put you know how motherfuckers be spitting nitrous into the fucking intake or some shit?
Yeah.
Think of steroids as like is not.
It's like nitrous. Cheating my way to get faster to beat the race.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, is it cheating? Is it not? Because they're still working out. But if you're on an even playing field, and yes, I guess technically they have enhancement supplements.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've only seen steroids like it's only translated to me as just like a ego thing. Like I just want to be big and fast, and the only reason you want to be big is to just kind of show off, kind of thing.
No, I get you.
Because I feel like a lot of people don't really ever use it to compete. I mean, there's a lot of people that use it to compete, obviously, but I feel like the people that I would like see, I think it was just more like I just want to look big.
Just look big as shit.
But
yeah, teach his own. It's their own life. Basically, at the end of the day, you know, there's a safe way to do it too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, you know, you're gonna do it and you're gonna fucking die soon, but there's ways people sometimes overdo it, bro. It's just too much. You know, it's just I don't know what the fuck the point or the goal is there.
Well, it's probably like everything else. Huh? It's probably like an addiction. Like once you start doing it and start seeing like the fucking
Yeah.
crazy
Oh yeah,
results are just like, holy
The
shit.
results
Like,
are, dude.
I'm looking nasty from just being at the gym 1 year.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes that shit is addicting. 100%. I ain't gonna lie. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like every industry, every space has like the negative side. So,
Mhm.
for example, working out, bodybuilding, it's going to be, steroids, taken too far.
Mhm.
Or someone, let's say someone starting a business or someone wanting to like work, it's going to be like the whole hustle culture. I know that's been getting like,
To take you out of your.
but no, I feel like for some reason, like, I guess to each their own, but on the internet's been really pushing like just fucking grind all the time.
Mhm.
Like that's literally it. Like just fucking grind, don't do other shit. And I
Yeah,
feel
I've
like
seen
that
that a
could
lot.
be toxic as well. Like what the fuck you mean just grind? Like what the fuck? Like, and I feel like I might fuck someone up mentally because 9 to 5, and it's a grind. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like they don't have no game plan yet, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy told me I'm grinding, and if I'm not, I shouldn't be going to sleep because I'm broke." But it's like I think that's doing more negative sometimes than positive because like that's not the solution because it's not the whole picture. You know what I'm saying? There's just shit
Yeah.
missing from that. So there's always going to be negative things from everything.
Thinking about it though, can you think of any other two though?
Of like other spaces.
Yeah.
Oh, just name a space. I'll figure that shit right now. Any other space, just name that
I
shit.
guess your female situation, like at her space, I guess you would say.
Oh, nursing.
Yeah.
Like what's the bad space there?
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like honestly, my social media, it's literally like gym shit or like business stuff. And I don't even
Yeah,
do
it's your
gym shit, but
algorithm.
I feel like
Yeah.
all dudes that are like alpha, like that's all like they're announcing and they're putting out like, if
The
you're not fucking
the red
waking up at
pill.
5, if
The
you're not
red
fucking
pills.
working, like what? But now that once you said that, I was like, I'm sure there is other shit. I just don't see it. But now I'm curious what it
Yeah.
would be for even anybody else. Because
Yeah, bro.
for my girl, I can't think of like,
Well, fuck. This is where it gets a little tricky.
yeah,
Sometimes in the female space, it's a girl. Hey, value your worth. If he doesn't make this much, fuck that fool. That's the negative spot. I'm gonna be
because my
honest.
girl's a gym. I feel like gym would be her thing because she's
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like
yeah, yeah.
like literally anything, there's gonna be something bad. It's kind of like even politics. You could be, left, right. I don't give a fuck. But if you're too fucking that way,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that
be a
takes over.
wacko. You're gonna be a fucking on some whack shit. You kind of want to be like, maybe not at the center. Maybe you have values. I don't want to like tell you what the fuck to believe. But if you're like one fucking sided, politics, that's at the negative part of that. So, yeah, anything, bro. Fucking, you could take shit too far. Even eating healthy, bro. Where it's like, yo, you're just eating broccoli and chicken. I guess good for you, but I guess it depends on what's your definition of enjoying life and shit. Cause fuck, bro, it kind of gets tricky. Cause I don't want to say shit that will trigger people, basically. But
Yeah, there's a lot, like you're saying. No, that's good to bring it up because in my head, like
yeah,
when you first brought it up, I was like, wait, what else is there? But yeah, you said
it's a lot of shit.
everybody can be stuck in their own thing.
Yeah, taking it too far. Like they basically make that their identity, and everything like revolves around that. I feel like that's the dangerous part. Definitely, yeah, take all the lessons in. Fucking, upgrade, do all that shit. But don't take everything for face value. Because sometimes it's not as easy as you think. And those people that are fucking screaming at you that they work all this fucking time, when they probably started, they probably weren't as disciplined when they were starting, and now they're just shitting on you because they've made it. Usually that kind of happens. They make it and then they start doing different things. Like for example, the red pill space. It's like, oh, let's fucking wake up, jump in the fucking cold plunge, go run like 50 miles. Fucking, I don't know what the fuck people are doing nowadays, bro. Because
Yeah,
like even that one fucking dude that recently blew up, the fucking guy's like wearing banana peels and shit on his face.
jeez, I don't know about who that one is.
I'm pretty sure you do. It's a black motherfucker that fucking his name's Ashton Hall, bro.
Okay,
He a bit buff guy. There's no way you didn't fucking see this, bro. It's a guy that would dip his fucking head in a bowl of water, have the
okay.
blue Saratoga thing.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've seen a lot of people doing that shit, but
No, it's the main guy.
the main
The other
guy.
guys are phonies.
Oh,
Fuck them.
banana peels.
Banana peel to grab face care, some shit like that.
Huh.
Some guy gives him food.
This is a
Basically,
Florida dude, right?
yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes,
I think
yes.
I know who you're talking about.
Super viral. Like he has, I think, 18 million followers right now. Fucking crazy, bro. So shout out to him. I ain't gonna lie. He fucking. That's the thing, bro. I feel like I was thinking about this. Like, how do you go viral? It's not one person that like basically makes you viral. It's like the culture or like humanity almost like pushes you, and that's the thing that sticks, bro. It's insane how shit catches on.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not like someone that hits a magical button sometimes.
That's like what catches on to you, though. Yeah. I mean, if you're, yeah, it could be many.
Like shit has gone viral. Stanley's fucking gone viral. Who the fuck said, "Oh, let's make Stanley viral"? Not the company. They just kind of happened. It's just the way the culture and fucking people just I don't know, interpret
Made it. Yeah.
exactly. So just shit goes viral. I don't know. You know, shit just goes viral sometimes, and you know, if you can capitalize that on that, then fucking why not? You know. So and it sounds like he has, because what he was doing, he was just providing like physical training or some shit. And now it's not even about that anymore. It's about sponsorships, I think. So you have a bunch of attention. People or big companies want to advertise, or you make you a brand ambassador or some shit like that. So let's say Shark, what is that brand?
Gymshark?
Yeah, Gymshark. Let's say, damn man, fucking, we want to do some marketing. We could either fucking spend $20K on a fucking billboard or Facebook ad or something, or we could, you know, push it onto this dude, and now 18 million people have seen it instead. So yes, it's some interesting shit, bro. But yeah, some crazy shit, man.
No, that's a little yeah, it's a little eye opening. But yeah, it is true though.
Yeah.
With what you say there. Yeah, it made me realize that my circle of friends is pretty close. I mean, pretty small. It's just literally like, because I didn't even like, I'm aware of that shit through social media, but I don't know any of those people. But obviously, like the people that I do surround myself a lot to the daily basis is just,
Yeah.
I feel like with you, it's probably gym, but there's always some kind of business there maybe sometimes. And everybody else is just like the business people that I work here with and stuff like that. But that's kind of it. No other really things. So I guess that always has an effect to what you're going to lean towards more too. Like if you work like in a office space and everybody's fucking into the political shit, you're going to be into that shit, or fucking sports.
Crypto. Yeah, you name it.
So
that's a fact, bro.
I guess it could be good.
The group
but this
influence.
also, it could be kind of a toxic environment too. Like if you're only, let's say, I'm a worker at a place, but everybody around me is always on that business shit. And but at the same time, like, doesn't mean I have to adapt to that. But if you're literally in it all day, then it's just like you feel like you're being attacked.
It's kind of pressured.
Because if you're not doing, what they're doing, or
you don't fit into like the group norm.
Yep. So, or vice versa, like a gym thing. But yeah, it could be with anything. Now you say it, but
yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm saying a lot of shit could be taken too far, you know.
Yeah,
balance, I guess doesn't really exist. It's not like something. It's like a measurement that we created. So balance can mean whatever the fuck it means to you. You know, balance can mean you're working 20 hours and sleeping 4, or for some person it could be working 8 and chilling for the rest. So it just that word doesn't really. It's kind of like perfect balance and perfect. But what do that mean? You know, it's the definitions are basically, you know, unique to the person, basically. Because what I think is perfect, the perfect day for me, it's not going to be a perfect day for you, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's just subjective to what we think.
Yeah, different for everyone. I just remember one person that told me, the dude up from Mountain Green, one thing that kind of stuck with me from a conversation I had with him is like, said basically stay in your lane kind of thing. Like everybody's got their own lane, so it's just like, don't worry about fucking what everybody else is doing. Just do whatever the fuck works for you, I guess.
That's some good insight.
So I've always kind of stuck with that, the stick in your lane. They can go for many things, fuck, because...
Yeah, I feel like, well, for me, how I translated that is, let's say, I don't know, I'm doing my little business, but I see everybody jumping into crypto, and then, you know, I want to jump into crypto, and then that goes away, and then, you know, real estate comes up, and oh shit, like stick in your own lane, bro. Like you'll, you know, last longer because you're still in that, you know, that same race, basically. You know, basically when you kind of jump, sometimes you do restart. Like you got to start from scratch, and then usually there's a learning curve with that. That's going to take you some time, and then 2, you just wasted, you know, the progress you made on the other thing as well.
Yeah, you can't just be hopping around from whatever is popular at the moment, or whatever your group of friends are doing. Like
exactly. Pick one.
It's never going to benefit you. Yeah.
Just pick one, you know, send it. Yeah, just stick with it. See if you at least you can extract at least a lesson. I'm not saying that's what is going to work out at the end of the day. If you feel like it's not going to work and you've, you know, tested it, if you tried it, definitely get the fuck out of there. I'm not saying, oh, you fucking are selling newspapers, fucking stay there and fucking sell newspapers. Yeah. Like, well, fuck. We obviously know newspapers are going away. Like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but don't get up and just do whatever the next guy next to you is doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure doing that shit sometimes,
find whatever's going to fit you the best.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot to that. I do see a lot of that recently. I feel like everybody's stuck in that thing where We're just trying to hop onto that new exciting thing that's coming up, and
The new shit, bro. Well,
everybody's just
a
fucking
perfect example. Remember
losing it.
NFTs?
Yeah.
The fuck happened to that?
I remember everybody was like, "Oh, are you buying any NFTs yet?" You were a fucking idiot if you didn't have any, or
Yeah, you were like, what the fuck you mean you got an NFT?
you don't even know what that is, really?
A non-fungible token? Like,
And look at you now, fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they lost a
Nah,
lot
for
of
some
money.
people, it probably still works out. I'm sure they're still around, right? Like to a certain extent, but they're just not as hyped as they were.
Basically, they lost like 99% of the value. Crypto still stuck
God damn,
around.
I said 99%.
Dude, they fucking got demolished, bro. Like that shit is, they got fucked, bro. That market is not
Surprised
good.
it took that long to people to realize that a picture is not worth that much.
Yeah, the thing is, you never know, like in the future, what the fuck could happen. Because if we're all living in a digital world, then I could see that becoming something. Because now you're,
Didn't it get to a point though that people were just literally fucking making those like AI, like just they were just producing like a fuck ton that weren't even like meaningful anymore. Like, because at first I think it was like something pretty like,
well, it's like anything, bro. If I start making food,
hmm,
doesn't mean it's gonna be hot shit, right? But the restaurants that have been open selling good ass food, they're still gonna get business.
mhm.
So it's like the people that are credible and make good food, their shit's still gonna be there. But everyone, as soon as the big restaurants are start making all the money, everybody else wants to jump in, and everyone wants to sell food in this example, and that kind of dilutes the market.
Yeah,
But like the main dudes are,
they're still doing.
yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, I heard it like when it first started coming out, and I never understood it. And to this day, I still don't understand like what the fuck people's been. I always thought people were fucking like fucked up in the head when they were doing some shit like this. Because I'm like, it just never made sense. But obviously, to them,
Yeah.
it did, and to a certain group of people, because obviously it was big for a while. And for a while, I had the FOMO. I was like, "Fuck, am I missing out?"
Yeah,
Because,
fucking thing.
but I've always like stuck to my head where I'm just like, if it don't make sense to you, don't even fucking do it. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's what Warren Buffett did, bro. He's
yeah,
never entertained any
like the
fucking
crypto,
crypto.
none
And
of that shit.
he could have made, he's the type of people, he has a cult following where he's like said, I'm gonna launch my own coin. He could have
Oh
raked
yeah.
in billions. But he always stayed like true and fucking, stayed solid and didn't do that shit. And he recently stepped down as CEO at like 94, bro. So
Well,
yeah,
that's
shout
going
out.
back to what we know. Stay in your lane.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
because it's.
what he knows.
Mhm.
So shout out Warren, man.
Yeah. How old is that fucking dude?
94, bro.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
old as fuck, bro. His business partner died not too long ago. Charlie Munger, like 2-3 years ago. He was also pretty looked up in the space. A little less than Warren, but yeah. But I was actually hearing a thing where it's like, you know how Warren Buffett's like a fucking mega billionaire.
Mhm.
He's like, he didn't make his first billion until he was like 60, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did hear something about that. I don't know where it was, but yeah, it's
it's crazy
his
though.
his story's pretty crazy.
It's fucking nuts, bro. He
And
basically just took patient, just he's patient and let the interest build up and.
that's one of those dudes that does not really care about. I mean, he obviously cares about money, but he's never showed.
Nah, he's lived in the same house like for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
Drives the same piece of shit car. He probably has security. Don't get me wrong. Like if you're worth that much, you don't want someone kidnapping your fucking family, right? Like,
Yeah.
like that's fucked. But like in terms of lifestyle,
Yeah,
it's
very
all the
humble.
same.
Just very.
He didn't like the expensive shit, no diamond watches. So like he always stayed true to his word. Never like try to pull the rug on someone to get mad. Like he just stayed solid, bro. That's why a lot of people respect him because.
Yeah, that's fucking not today. Everybody's fucking the opposite, huh?
Dude,
Like,
even our president be fucking us, bro. You believe that? They launched a Trump coin.
yeah.
And 33 people allegedly knew before it was going to launch. Those people made, how many figures is that? 7, 8, 9 figures, bro, on those deals. Everyone else got fucked. If you see the Trump coin right now, it's like fucking,
Plummeting.
it's fucked, bro. And same thing, then his, what would you call her? It was his wife, but what would you call that? The first lady or something? Her shit's like down 96%. So it's like insider, basically. But you can't get in trouble for this because crypto is not regulated.
Mm.
So crypto low key is, I ain't gonna lie, this shit's starting to seem like shit. But everyone's wanting to get involved. Banks and financial institutions are buying in. So
Yeah, there's a dealership out in Salt Lake. Well, even in North Salt Lake and in like Provo area, but they sell EV cars. And he's like a big on social media, and he's on YouTube too. And he's been doing more like YouTube vlogs, kind of like I was showing you about the other guy about buying cars and selling them, whatever. He's kind of doing the same thing, but he's the one that caught my attention. I watched is somebody paid for a car in crypto. And I guess he's already bought 3 cars or sold 3 cars and got paid in crypto. But I never really, like I said, I don't understand that. I'm like, cool, good for you. I guess it was working out. But in my head, I'm like, doesn't that fluctuate a fuck ton too? Like,
Yeah, it does.
so it's like you could have made the 24,000 today on that, got paid, but then tomorrow it's only worth 22 now.
Yeah,
Or
exactly. Well, the thing is, if that guy gets paid in crypto, he can transfer it into
right away.
US. Yeah,
I
like
think it
if
seems
he
like
doesn't want to hold it.
it seems like that's what he's doing right away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
I think the guy even gave him a little extra in case it did change, like it buffered within like the day.
oh,
I
okay.
gave him like 250 extra, which is probably not much because I'm sure it fluctuates more than that.
Yeah,
And
depends, bro. Like,
probably
yeah,
250 in an hour.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But yeah, it is crazy because a lot of people are kind of trying to accept it and kind of take it into everything else, but it's like you said, it's not regulated yet, and
no, yeah. Where there's no regulation, there's a lot of room for like, it's not even illegal shit
corruption.
because, yeah, exactly, it's corruption and shit. So
Yeah,
that's why it sucks, bro. Yeah, you hear a bunch of this crypto shit, but I feel like sometimes it's like someone trying to push the agenda to like basically fuck people over, and so the
well,
rich get richer,
but it's probably
basically.
people that are probably losing from it. They're just like, oh, they're trying to make it seem like it's cool, so they can hopefully.
FOMO,
I've
bro.
always got that from people like, oh, you should buy right now. It's at the lowest. It's because they're fucking up, or they lost out on something and they need it to come up. So if I can get a bunch of people come in because it's low, then my shit will come up.
Yeah,
But
if they're already invested and they're telling you, then yeah, potentially. But yeah,
oh,
for as a rule of thumb, obviously you want to buy low and sell high, but
hmm
sometimes you don't know what the fuck, especially with shit like because again, crypto is like you can't really like it's not really accepted as a payment everywhere. Like it's not. It's kind of a weird thing, bro. If
hmm
you really think about that shit, it's like well, I guess even money is imaginary if you think about it. It's based around the system.
yeah,
Like someone, like it's a piece of paper if you think about it, like but we kind of give it the value, or the system does, the government,
hmm
which allows us to, trade it for whatever the fuck we want.
yeah,
You could trade it for time sometimes, for convenience. Like shit, I don't want to wash my car and detail it and fucking take 4 hours on it, or I could just pay Edgar, do it for me. So
yeah.
yeah, man, this is a crazy concept of money, bro. Like if you really think about that
It
shit.
is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And the government just printing and more money. So it's like, what the fuck?
that is wild how they just keep
Yeah,
printing money.
yeah, bro. There's no low supply of money. So yeah,
There's got to be like a stop to that shit, though. I feel like in an ideal world, well, I guess it wouldn't. The population's always growing, so you can't just put a stop to it, right? But it would be crazy, like if there was. I think it would. Obviously, I think that's when the world would fucking probably just crash and burn. If there was just like, all right, we got 2 more years of printing money, and then we're putting a stop to it. Whatever's
oh
out
yeah.
there, that's it.
No, that's literally it, bro.
That would
That's
fucking yeah, that should just burn down. Everybody would go after the rich people, trying to like.
the world would stop fucking moving because there's not money getting circulated. So not enough jobs.
hmm
Yeah, and it's super complicated. Like if you really dive into it, like I'm not even.
I think it can go both ways. Mostly, I think it definitely dive towards fucking the world just going to shit. But I feel like it could go the opposite way too, where people aren't really because I think there's always a fear every day of like someone's doing better than me. Like I want to do better, but at the same time, like if everyone kind of just if we know Joe Schmo over here can't make more money because they're not printing more money, so he has to do something with his and kind of put it back into the industry, not industry, to the market, then I guess it would probably be good for some people. But I feel like nobody thinks like that. Everybody would just be like,
Oh fuck no. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think it would be the worst case scenario because historically they keep printing money, which causes inflation to go up,
mm-hmm,
which means that our dollar has less purchasing power.
mm-hmm,
So it just kind of keeps going up. Like basically, you need money to be circulating for shit to be moving. Like
mm-hmm.
yeah, it's complex, sophisticated system. So yeah, I definitely recommend anyone that's interested in that shit. Just look into it. It's definitely not gonna be a day thing where you're like, oh, I get it. Like
Oh fuck no!
fuck, it's so complicated, bro. It's fucking insane.
It might twist you in your fucking mind and
Yeah, if it
fuck you
was
up.
easy, everyone could make money. And obviously that's not, realistic. So
Mm-hmm.
only people that, fucking are locked in or have insider knowledge, can, because like, for example, if you knew what Facebook was going to report tomorrow as their earnings
Mm-hmm.
before the market does, and it shows that they didn't hit their target, you could put something called a, fuck, dude. I'm not sure what the term is, but basically you can bet that shit's going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
So if you already know, you could
You'll
basically
be up tomorrow.
you can be up a fuck ton because sometimes if you bet a shit ton or a multiplier or shit, so sometimes people do know that. Like people tip people off, and
Mm-hmm.
then and then who's the closest people to big companies? politicians, other rich people.
All the investors. Yeah.
So rich people get rich, and then the other person that's, oh shit, they get fucked, bro. So that's why it's kind of like it's a fucked up system. So that's why when you're starting off, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's like, my opinion, or what other people say, is just invest in an index, invest, once a month, and eventually, over the long term, you'll get your money back. Because if not, you're essentially gambling because you don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, shit's so crazy.
No, you're throwing your money away. That's really what it is. I feel like
lesson learned there, bro. That's one of my biggest things. I was like, yo, I lost a shit ton of money in crypto. I'm like, how the fuck can I turn this into a lesson so I don't feel stupid and feel like I lost that much? So that's why I was like,
well, you're not the only one, bro. I imagine.
It's a fuck ton of people. Yeah.
I know people that lost like 30 grand, 50 grand. And it wasn't even from that. It was like when that whole whatever crypto or coin and it got hacked and that guy basically pulled everything.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Like I knew
Who's
like
his name?
two people that were in that shit and they just lost 30 grand, 50 grand. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, that's. Yeah. He's like, yeah, dude, I had like this extra money from when I sold the house and I put in that. And
oh, geez.
I doubled up. Like it was like from 16,000 I invested turned to 30 and then that 30 into 50. It was at 50. And then he's like, we're just
it's
empty.
Fucked up, bro, because I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of like greed too. Because like you made double the investment and you said, fuck it, let's keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of a balloon.
And it did work. He doubled that even too, but then it's just like, he just lost
and
it
then
all.
Everything crashed. That's what I'm saying. It's like one of those, I don't know if you've ever been to the arcade back in the day. I'm not sure if you ever played it. It was a game. You put like a little coin in or some shit and it was a balloon. It was literally a fucking balloon. And each time you would inflate the balloon more and more. And if you're able to pop it, you would win.
Jeez.
So it's kind of like playing some shit like that where you're like, oh shit, we're getting close. Oh, we just made more money. Yeah. And it's like, and you just pop, you fucked. So it's, when with shit like that, it's a little scary. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like mentally I'd go insane if I was doing that shit. That's why I was like,
I can't do that.
Just fucking forget about it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit would fuck me up.
But yeah, if you're committed and watching charts and know how to do all that shit, then
if you're invested in that, fuck, good for you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, but again, I remember that stat. It was like 87% of day traders fucking lose money, basically. Mm-hmm. So the odds are not, with you, basically. Yeah. So yeah, crazy world we live in, man. Just trying to make sense of all this shit's kind of crazy, bro. Because you kind of can't.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
And there's always like the FOMO part. You always have like the fear of missing out of it because you see other people very successful from it. But
I think that's why it's important to understand like psychology a little bit, at least yourself, because then you understand FOMO, what it is. And for me, I kind of, again, with the whole crypto shit, I got caught by it. And now I'm aware where it's like, oh, now that there's like a lot of like a craze, I'm more likely to be like, hey, remember motherfucker that you lost all this money? Why? And it, it's a reminder of that lesson, thankfully. But like, it's just good to educate because we all have biases in our head. Like we all, have, basically but biases, just things that we like, don't like. For example, this is one called the halo effect. They basically did a study. They basically had like a group of people in a room and they showed them a picture of two people, right? Well, actually, it was this. Let me rephrase this. So they basically got, let's say, 40 people. They split the group into two. 20. They showed the same biography. So it was like the same age, background, what they did, like the charge. It was basically a criminal.
Okay.
So, they stole fucking eggs and, all that. And one picture, they fucking put like some crackhead ass lady, bro. Like disgusting. In that fucking room. They're like, oh yeah, fuck that lady, bro. Give her all the fucking like shit on her, bro. Send her to jail. Fuck her, right? In the other room, they put like an attractive female. Bro, everybody fucking switched up and was like treating her basically way better. Like, oh no, like we just give her a warning. Yeah. All that shit. And that's basically one of the human things where it's like the halo effect. You're more likely to treat, attractive people better.
Yeah, like kind of a judging the book by its cover.
Yeah, but we humans have a fuck ton of those. So it's kind of like, I would assume, hopefully, if you're trying to be a better human, is you got to learn what these biases are. There's a shit ton of them. Bandwagon effect, fucking, if, kind of like the fear of missing out is the bandwagon effect. It, psychologically, if everyone's doing it and you feel like you're missing out, then like, fuck, I want to get in. So that's another psychological thing. So all these biases that are around us is like, holy shit. So
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, I think with me, the way I kind of got myself out of that shit was always like, because every time I did see that, luckily I never fell into it where I kind of missed out or lost shit, I guess you would say. Other than, I guess, the crypto bit stuff, but it wasn't a whole lot. But I've always like seeing people like obviously lose all their shit or they try something new and it never works out. So I've always just kind of, I guess, been blessed enough to kind of just see through that shit and stick with what I know. But yeah, it's
yeah, kind of like going back what you said. Stick to, your
yeah.
lane. I'm not saying you can't like venture off and learn and educate yourself. Definitely do that. But if it's like that FOMO shit, like maybe question it and be like, what the fuck? Like, why is everybody buying right now? Because that's actually one of Warren Buffett's his thing. It's like buy when everyone's selling and then sell when everyone's buying. So it's like if everyone's fucking buying, then that kind of goes against that rule,
Yeah.
It's like, why? Like, what the fuck's
And
going
people
on?
are, that's what everybody's doing.
Exactly. So
Like, oh, hop on. Everybody's like, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like you want to get like get into investment if you're trying to make a lot of money. Usually, when no one's talking about that shit, that's when you're buying that shit cheap.
Which I feel like it's hard right now because I feel like all social media is all about that right now. It seems like, doesn't it seem like to you? At least like the last year, it's been about like stocks and crypto and shit like that, or is this just like our little circle of thing that I'm just getting fed that?
Yeah, well, in adulthood, it's anything that causes you to make money. People love money. Like fuck. It's usually
Everybody want the fastest way to
yeah,
get money.
exactly. And what's that saying? It's like fast money don't last or some shit like that. It's kind of some truth to that.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like just hard work and
Like getting something that you weren't, but some people are gonna get lucky. I ain't gonna lie. Like maybe the people that you're watching got lucky and now they fucking feel like they're smart. That happens a lot too. It's like sometimes you get a big win, you think it's you because you're fucking holy shit, I won. But sometimes you just literally got lucky, bro. You were just right place, right time. Sometimes people, we've talked about it, wrong place, wrong time. There's some people out there that are literally right place, right time, and it works out for them. But now their ego is inflated, and now they feel like, holy shit, I
could do it again.
that crypto shit. I doubled my money. Oh, dude, I know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. I'm gonna double this shit again.
In this case, it wasn't even the crypto that fucked up. It was the whole system behind it. Just
Well, the thing is that they didn't fucking sell it. There's like a whole movie about this. They didn't let people sell it because they wanted, basically the big companies wanted to sell first. But if that shit wasn't gonna happen, then people would probably still inflated that bitch and then lost their money eventually. Because if you would have asked that person realistically before that shit happened, when are you selling? They probably wouldn't be able to give you like a good answer.
Probably just want to keep going with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, oh no, fuck,
I'm just gonna let it keep building until I retire or something like that. And
yeah. And then once it started crashing, that's when
I don't think nobody has that fucking in their head though. Now that I think about it, I mean, I'm not even in this shit at all. But thinking about this, like, I would honestly never even think of that because my mentality would be the same. Like, where you think, like, does anybody ever have like the date of when they're gonna pull out, or is it an amount? I feel like for most people, it might be like an amount, maybe, or I don't know. It could be different situations, but I feel like a lot of people don't even fucking know, and they
don't know. They don't. It's the greed, bro. Because think about this. You probably heard this. I'm not saying we know anyone that does this, but usually there's a story of, oh, you started selling drugs. You make a fuck ton of money the first time. It's like, you made a lot of money. Why don't you get out?
Just let it be, yeah.
Bro, they usually come back. So it's like, it's not really it's just the greed, bro. It's just fucking, it's greed. So
I'm going to ask people that I know that are like into that shit. I'm like, do you ever have a plan pull out or just let it fucking ride till?
Well, that's the thing. Then you got a term called diamond hands. This was really encouraged back when it was fucking expensive. I don't know why. Diamond hands means don't fucking touch, don't sell it, don't trade it, no matter what the fuck happens. And I got tricked into that.
That's how the whole stock market thing is. And is just let it be. It's gonna fucking dip. It's gonna come up. But
yeah, but the thing is, like, the stock market is such a big thing. It's like, we're talking about one stock, or we're talking about an index, or we're talking about a speculative thing that doesn't exist. Like crypto, it's kind of it's kind of hard because it's not like a company that you can invest in that's making money and reporting every quarter.
Yeah,
in
'08 when everything went to shit, did everything go down, or was it just like certain companies? Like I know stocks obviously took a shit, but I'm just kind of curious. Like, let's say you were like in an index fund, there in '08. Did that also kind of take a shit at the time too?
Yeah, basically once that shit
Everything
happens,
just
it's everything kind of goes down.
like,
But
imagine
then
like if you're at your retirement and you were gonna get your shit back or
that
expecting.
year, you're fucked. You should low key give it like 3 years.
Let's say you were like 67,
Yeah,
and
the
by the time
at that
it came back
point,
up, you were 70. You're like,
nah, yeah,
nice.
at
I
that
just lost out.
point, you can't. Low key, that's their fault.
That was like the worst.
You shouldn't have that much of your portfolio in the stock market at that age because it's risky. At our
Mm.
age, it doesn't fucking matter because in 40 years, shit, that shit probably gonna be 10
But isn't
times
that
what
a
it is.
Roth IRA? It's like when you pull that shit out at your retirement for it to be like tax free or some shit like that, or
Yeah,
isn't it
well,
like 65 or?
yeah, it's like 65,
Uh-huh.
but just because you have a Roth IRA doesn't mean you're in the stock market. Like
Mm.
specifically, you can mix it with bonds, which is like safe investments, like 2%, like 3% a year.
That's if you want to stick with the safe ones, right?
Yeah, well, usually if you get set up with a company with Fidelity,
Mm-hmm.
they'll do this shit automatically. They're like, okay, how old are you? Oh, okay, I'm fucking 25. So, okay, since you're young, you have a lot more risk tolerance because,
Yeah,
market.
yeah.
So they're going to put you in more stocks initially than bonds. But if someone starts like at 50, they're going to basically give them like way less more stocks and more bonds, basically.
Safer route.
Exactly. So that's if you have like someone set it up for you. Because most companies is like that. You just kind of, people don't know what the fuck that is. They don't even want to do it. So they just kind of give the money and let the person do it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gets fucking complicated where, yes, the Roth IRA is the stock market. It could be, but it doesn't mean that it's always is. It could be a mixed bag of shit. So it could be mixed bag of U.S. stocks. It could be a mixed bag of all the stocks in the country. So it's up to
that's
you.
one thing that kind of stepped me away from it, which obviously I didn't know much about it. And I couldn't even ask you because I don't think you're even into this at all. But back then when I was at the body shop, we had these guys come in and they basically were going to work with us. And I don't think the shop was ever going to like match whatever we were putting into that. They did match 401ks, but this was like a Roth IRA kind of thing. So I went to their office for a consultation. It was like down the street from the body shop. And yeah, they were telling me about that. Basically, they're like, what's your risk you want to be at? You want to be like at the low, the medium, the high. It just depends how much you want to put in, where you want to put it. And like there's always, I mean, they were really straightforward, right? This shit can take a shit. It's going to come down, but the point of this is just stay in, obviously.
Yeah.
But in my head, I was always thinking about that. You get to that age, like what if just how the fucking me driving by and the fucking lawnmower hitting the rocks, hit my truck just rock, it just like perfectly aligned. What if I get to fucking 65 and then everything just takes a shit and now I got to wait till I'm 70 to fucking everything to pull out basically.
Yeah.
That was just in my head back then as a younger kid and I had no one to even go to.
Yeah,
I was just like, I'm like, that don't make sense to me. Sounds like there's a risk there. So I'm like, I'm good. I'll just keep my money.
So. Unfortunately, that's what happens, bro. When you don't know shit, it's just like, fuck it, I'd rather not do anything. And that could be good and bad. It depends on what it is. If it's like for long-term investments, obviously it could be bad because the compounding effect is fucking insane. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, they were telling me the numbers and they were just like, it was millions.
Yeah, literally.
And I was just like, that sounds crazy. But like, to me, it was just too good to be true. Because as a kid, you get told this shit. And I think I was pretty wise back then, like just younger with like people telling me shit. I could kind of read the room. And I wasn't reading the bullshit, but at the same time, I was just like
skeptical.
It's just too good to be true. Like, you tell me millions, I'm gonna put this much a month, but there is risk. Yeah, and there's always that thing, we always have the regret. Like, I should have maybe done that.
Dude, I have that regret. I'm like, fuck, I should have started doing this at 18, bro. Because right now, I think I've done it like for a year and a half. I'm at 10K, even with the market shit right now. And then right now, I'm not even stressing about like the market that is down because I'm still buying every month. Which means I'm buying low right now.
Yeah.
So like to me, I don't even give a fuck if it's up or down. My intention is not to take it out until I'm in retirement age. And hopefully I don't even need that money. That's my goal. It's like have it there if, whatever. But if my best case scenario is like, dude, like you build up the discipline to fucking do it. Good job. That's a skill. But hopefully you don't even need that money. Like you fucking, I don't know, do some other shit or something, right? But it's just there. It's a peace of mind, I guess. It allows you to be more flexible. If fucking the shit hits the fan, this is probably the worst thing to do, but take some money out and, you never know. You know, could fucking investing in your own business
Mm-hmm.
might pay off more than the fucking market long term if you think about it.
Yeah,
You know,
so certain situations.
certain, yeah,
If it's
because
like a good investment or something.
exactly. But again, 9 out of 10 businesses fail like in the first or second year. So it's like another thing where it's like, you know, so everything is risk, bro. But there's obviously like a risk reward. The higher the risk, the more the reward. But it's like, would you rather invest into the, you know, the market, like all at one time and have so much risk and it's not in your control is what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you able to, you know, do a little bit in the stock market, you know, as a cushion, but then invest, you know, the other money, you know, into yourself. Cause you know, you could control yourself. You can dictate how many hours you work and how hard you work. And, you know, if you're going to pick up a call on the weekend, like you get to dictate that. Like, you know, usually with other things, you don't have that control, which, you know, kind of sucks.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. So I say, fuck it, try it.
Yeah. Just,
No, yeah, definitely do your homework on shit like this when it comes to investments. But
yeah.
it doesn't. I think when you're young, at a young age, it's probably obviously the best. Just ask around, you know, people that have been in it, or
No, you would usually, if you work at a job, your HR is going to have, you know, meetings basically about what 401k, all that shit. Like, go to the fucking meetings. I literally joined the meeting last week about this shit, and I feel like I knew pretty well. I joined it. I really didn't learn shit, but he was showing us how to like navigate the website a little bit more, so I you know know a little bit more. But it was just there's helpful resources, but I think in our company there was maybe fuck, dude. Let's say like 300, 400 people, maybe 500. In that meeting, there was like maybe 20 of us in there. So sometimes it's like, you know, it's up to you. You know, no one's gonna really push you to do that shit. Because I remember when I first signed up for it, I was asking like my boss and everybody on the table. I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, you guys are older than me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Should I invest in like the Roth or the 401k, like basically pre-tax or post-tax? And they're like, no one knew what the fuck, dude. No one knew, and that kind of gave me a little, I don't want to say confidence, but
made you feel a little better
yeah,
that you
because I'm
weren't
like,
the only
okay,
one that was just lost.
a lot of people don't know what the fuck it is, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like, just make it easy on yourself. Let that money come out of your account without you touching it. Like, you don't even see the transaction happen. It's on the back end. Yes, you can maybe log in here and there and check your, you know, your portfolio, but it's like, why sometimes, you know? I only checked it because
Probably healthy if you don't.
yeah, exactly. Because especially if the market's down, you know, you're gonna be like, holy fuck, I lost 20%. I had $2 million, you know, portfolio wise. 20% of that is 400,000. I lost $400,000. That's fucking like, if you think like that, you're gonna be a little fucked. I ain't gonna lie. And a lot of older people probably happened this year.
As you get closer to retirement, you're literally fucking just watching it because
Yeah,
you're just like,
that's what I'm saying. You gotta like just adjust your risk tolerance at that point. Yeah, if you fucking, that's up to you, you know. Yeah, man, fucking being ignorant sometimes, or most of the time does you no good. You know, preparation, being prepared, you know, having a plan, I guess you could say, is definitely the way to go. But yeah, there's definitely resources, and nowadays you got fucking ChatGPT right around the corner, bro. Like, well, fuck, not even around the corner, it's fucking in your pocket. So
yeah.
a little something.
And if we think this is amazing, like think about a couple of years, what's gonna be able to do and stuff. It's gonna be
Yeah,
mind
man.
blowing.
So yeah, man, fucking take advantage of the situation. The time is now. Fucking,
Especially if your job is
you know.
doing some 401k shit and they're matching it.
That's
like a no-brainer.
That's free money in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I only took advantage of that for a little bit. Honestly, I don't even know how to. I'm sure I can get into it.
Check it.
But it's nothing. I mean, I only started doing it towards the end. But as of right now, I mean, I'm pulling my dad. I don't have shit. I was just kind of betting on on myself, I guess, just to make it out. You know, that plan when we were younger, we're just like, oh, we're going to be millionaires regardless. But that's not me, obviously. I'm more humble than that, but I'm just betting on myself at this point. But I definitely got the Roth IRA thing going on.
It's good, bro.
At least something, because I was just like, well, you could probably make it regardless. Like my parents have, you know, seems like they're set, you know, for the rest of their life. They can be, you know, with their Social Security and stuff. But it's not going to be. It'd be better, obviously, if you had that 401k in there, you had that extra money.
Just that peace of mind, bro. Just the what if, or like in your case, hopefully you don't even need that shit.
Yeah.
But maybe it's when you're fucking 80, or shit, you don't even retire that at fucking 60. You're like, oh shit, well I have all this fucking extra money, and now
let's just start buying new
I don't know
cars.
exactly what the fuck,
Yeah,
whatever you
well, that's
want
what
to do.
happens. I feel like
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like everybody can with like their Social Security, they could probably live off. Most people, if they do it right, they buy a house at some middle age,
Yeah.
mid age. It's paid off by the time they're retired. In
Hopefully.
most situations, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
And they can survive, with their Social Security, just whatever they get, like
Yeah.
it's enough usually. But now, if your fucking car breaks or you need a new roof, like that's the shit that you don't expect. That's where you would need that extra money,
but I wouldn't even bank on the Social Security thing though, because that's right now in our current and state economy, how politics works, all that, it's working. But like in the future, 30, 40 years from
it
there,
might go away.
They literally, bro, they might say fuck it. And
that's what it sounds like. I don't think it's gonna be a thing.
so
to
I would not just be like, oh, I'm gonna be good, and like hope for the government to pull you out.
Yeah, there'll always be something though, because ideally, think of everybody that'd be fucked. It'd be a world war. It'd be
what if the world's like that though? What if there's a war going on?
Shit, man,
then you fucked.
An easy way out.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
If it gets fucked up,
it could be though.
Yeah, it's gonna get fucked up.
Because back in the day, I didn't know interest rates about houses. I didn't get that in my head. I didn't know what the fuck that was. But then obviously they go up and it's like, holy shit, what the fuck? We had it so good back then. What if we're in something like that where it's like right now it's good, but later in the future it might not be that good, Because we've been living in a time of peace for a minute since World War II, so 100 years. Like that doesn't, just because we've been at peace for 100 years doesn't mean that we're gonna be at peace for another 100, right? Like, you don't know what the fuck.
It's fucking known to something's coming.
Hey, hopefully not, but you don't want to be like sitting on your hands either and be like, oh yeah, the government's gonna bail me out.
This would be amazing.
Fuck no, because then
whole plan set up. Yeah,
you're like focus on what you can control. You can't control that shit, so why the fuck? Like, don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So.
Yeah, man. Just yeah.
It's better to be safer than sorry. Basically, just plan to be safer than obviously just betting on someone. Or I guess I'm saying right now for the situation of the people that I know. I guess it probably works out for them, but it's like your parents. They probably, I'm sure they've done a few years of.
Oh, they got their 401ks and shit. So
probably for a good amount, like 20 years plus. I mean, I'm sure your parents have been building that up. So
yeah, thankfully, and I never put them on. Obviously, 20 years ago I was fucking 8 years old. So
and regardless, it would have been set. Regardless, like it's good that they have that, to reinsure themselves and just live a peaceful life. But I'm sure even without that, they've have assets and stuff that they'd be set regardless. Which I'm saying, in the most perfect world, if you do things right, you should be set by that age to hopefully make it work out somehow. And if you don't, like you said, it's just better to have it there than not.
Better have extra than what would be the opposite of extra, bro? Fucking not enough.
Fucking homeless.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Dude, I cannot imagine being homeless at like 60, 65, 70. Like, that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure the government got to bail you out right now in this time.
I feel like there's a generation right now too. I feel like our parents are not in that generation. But there's like one coming up, you would say, people like in their 40s right now. I feel like they're fucked. I feel like a lot of those people did not do the whole investing thing, and they don't have like their whole housing stuff set up right. And they're going to end up basically with their kids, like living with their kids basically. Like,
well, yeah. Well, even look at the data now. 20 years ago, people weren't at their like living with their parents that long, basically, like age-wise. Basically, the age has fucking increased. I'm not sure what it was like 20 years ago. Let's say, I don't know, fucking 21, 22, something like that. Now it's like, you got motherfuckers that are like 30 living in their mom's basement and shit.
It's a fact.
Like,
yeah, my whole neighborhood, I feel like everybody lives with each other there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, fuck it.
You know what's crazy? Also, it kind of like made me a little happier that knowing that the market's not fully shitty with houses, is that fucking house, I think I told you that was like, it was up there, like 1 point something. It sold within like 3 weeks. They got new people in there living already. But yeah, it's one of those situations where there's like 2 families living in there, or like, yeah. But these houses are obviously big enough where everybody can live. I mean, everybody's in the fucking one house though, regardless. But still, I feel like that's been a more common thing, like you're saying, nowadays than it was back then.
Big time. Big time.
And it's crazy because it's always been a thing. I don't think we just ever realize it, because a lot of old homes too, they've always been set up to have like they call it the grandmother-in-law or the mother-in-law suite, whatever it is. Basically the way it got its name is that usually the mother-in-law or your mom ever moves back into you because the whole money thing too. I mean, people get old, they can't live on their own or can't afford it. So who knows?
No, you're right,
So
bro.
it's a weird thing.
Yeah,
It's life.
It's life, bro. I'm like curious to see what else happens. So, because if younger people are basically taking a longer time to leave their parents' house, it's gonna change. It's not only going to be that, bro. It's got to be other things. It's like I don't think they're gonna maybe grow up as fast. Like, for example, if I'm living in my mom's basement, I'm not trying to fucking start a family and have kids, bro. So I'm pretty sure other people will probably be thinking the same, which means that other people, like basically the country, the world, whatever, is going to have kids later. And that's going to have different effects on the world as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a snowball effect where this happens, which causes this. And now people are having kids later, which means this is going to happen. So it's going to be, I'm wondering what the fuck comes out of this.
Oh, yeah.
Because you change one thing and it could change everything. Kind of like I was fucking watching this thing. I think it was in Yellowstone. They ended up, basically, I think it was the wolves. Back in the fucking day, bro. They were basically hunting them.
Okay.
And they basically fucking extinct these motherfuckers. And that fucked up the ecosystem, which caused the deer or the fucking moose or whatever to not have predators. When that happened,
overpopulated.
Yeah, the motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. Overpopulation, and usually when a moose or a fucking deer has is getting hunted, it's not going to be in one place for too long. It's going to move. But now that it didn't have predators, it was literally staying in one spot and fucking just eating like a cow. So that basically fucked up all the grass. There was no more fucking grass or shrubs, which caused other animals not to, have food or...
It's crazy how it all fucked it up, huh?
It fucked everything up. So now they introduced like 11 wolves like 10, 15 years ago. And just because they got the wolves, now that everything's back to normal. So it's kind of crazy that I don't know. Shit's just fucking weird.
Yeah, who knows how it's going to play out for the situation or the people right now. But yeah, like you said, the market right now we think it's bad. It might be like the best. It might be,
buying opportunity.
It's like the whole housing thing right now. Everybody says I was talking to someone right now, and they're like, it's honestly, there's no like right time. Like right now might be the best time. Because I think when the whole economy crashed, or when it was like at its peak, I guess back then before 2008, interest rates were fucking like what, like 10s or whatever, or 7s or 8s. They're pretty much what they are right now, which is crazy because obviously now we see that as a lot, but it's because we were blessed to have fucking cheap ass interest rates for so long. But yet again, it might come back around. So there's always like, should I just hold off? But this person, I guess, he's getting in with some investors right now. So they're investing. He's got into that whole investing thing. So I was kind of breaking into his head to see what his thought was on that.
Yeah, hopefully it works out. Right now, what I've been noticing in real estate is, fucking shit that probably everyone knows. Shit's taking way longer to sell. And I've been seeing a lot of more price reductions. Like a lot more. Like fucking just price reduction. And a lot of more houses as well being basically more inventory, more houses on the market, which means...
It's got to be for certain price ranges though, right?
It's fucking everything, bro.
Because I feel like I was telling you about the houses out there by my house, dude. It's just, I don't get how people are moving into these houses.
Are they on the market one day and selling the next day like hotcakes, or are they fucking taking a little...
I mean,
back in the day, like 5 years ago, them bitches were hotcakes.
That was 5 years ago. I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
We were in a situation where the interest rate was like 2%. So everybody's like, oh shit, everybody sell. And that's when like the market... I guess they're saying, I don't know where I saw this, and I don't know how accurate this is. I'm not into the real estate, but they're saying that we're still not in a situation where there's enough houses for the amount of people that are buying them, even though like it contradicts everything you're saying. But
yeah, well, it's too expensive. Like I want a fucking house, but I can't get one because it's expensive. So what's the next option? A condo. And what are you seeing getting built everywhere around? Condos,
apartments. Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, because out there, like everything's. I mean, the old houses are 700 plus or 800.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. 50-year-olds fucking sold their house for $500K. They bought one for $1 million. And they basically bought a house for $100K, or I mean $500K, right? Or like you said, 2 people go into that, or someone from LA sold a house for $2 million, bought one here. Like I feel like that's something. Just because you see people buying fucking expensive houses doesn't mean they're from here or they're young.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think it's different markets though.
100%.
I think like the higher end, like 800 plus market. I think it's always going to be good? Because usually those people are probably doing good. If
I hope so.
yeah, it's like the millionaires, billionaires that we know. This shit's not hurting them. They're fucking still buying boats and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I feel like there is a market for everything. Like, it's like detailing or whatever. I mean, I feel like I hope I'm in a market where I'm safe. If shit hits the fan. But yet again, there might be those other detailers that are in that lower market where they're suiting the people that are only making the average income, we said, like 90 or whatever, and they're gonna be fucked because those people are gonna be holding on to their pennies, a little better if shit gets worse. So I guess it's just like different markets for different things.
Yeah,
but it kind of sucks how it is like that though, because
it's crazy, bro.
Which hurts everybody else, like people like you, they might want to buy a house, but because the demand's still there, they're seeing like, well, these houses are still selling, so keep up the prices the way they are. And then people, that just want to buy something at a normal, what should be normal is not normal no more. Because
yeah, bro, shit, man. We'll see what the fuck world turns into. Because right now it's crazy. We're having a conversation about just hypotheticals. Because no one has a crystal ball. Even the smartest people, I try to watch the interviews and they're like, hey, if this motherfucker does this, this happens. Or if he does this, this happens. And it's like, bro, you literally gave me two fucking outcomes and they're both like literally the opposite. So it's like, you literally just covered your bases and said, it could go either way. They didn't choose it.
There's no for sure answer. Yeah, nobody knows. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, God dang, like, fuck. And then to your point, it's like, is it the right time? Fuck, dude, I don't know, bro. Just like maybe, I don't know, go with your gut. Definitely hold it long term if you're gonna get one though. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking, flip it in a year and pull out my equity, because shit, you might be negative equity. Fuck,
Yeah.
Short term.
Some people it works. Some people
short term.
Yeah.
Because having a $4,000 payment on like a $500K house right now is fuck.
Yeah.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah, it's a little fucked up. I feel like somebody that I know though, they were able to do that so many times though, and it got to the point where their new house, which was like over $1 million, they were able to basically finance only like 200,000 of it.
See, but
it's because
the rollover.
But at the same time, I'm sure they started at a point where it was like, you can buy like a $500,000 house now. They probably bought it for 200, obviously. So obviously that's not ever going to happen again. But that's probably what got them ahead to be able to do that. But they had to do it like fucking 4 times. They'd build a house. The market was going up. They'd, finish it, make it look nice. They'd sell it for, make 150 on it, put them to the next one, and they're able to do that now. But I don't think that's a thing nowadays. You can't, at least.
It's fucked, bro. Like I said, like my dad told me he bought the house that I'm currently in 1997 for $50,000. Mm-hmm. In 2018, I'm pretty sure that house was probably worth $100K. Mm-hmm. So double, and that took 20 years. Mm-hmm. In the last 7 years, that shit is probably gone up to $300K. In 7 years. How the fuck does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just the time. It's like the outside forces, COVID supply. You can't really make no sense of this shit, to be honest. But yes, historically they're going to go up. Like just because of inflation, the dollar that we have is worth less than back in the day. That's why you go into like McDonald's and get a cheeseburger for 15 cents. It's like, oh my gosh, it was so cheap. It's like true, but at the same time, minimum wage was like $2 instead of $7. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, it's weird sometimes to compare shit because it's not the same purchasing power.
Yeah.
And sometimes like 7 years ago, I'm like the wages is going to be different. Like making 80K back then is not the same as making like 80K now as well. Like even 7 years, bro, because everything got hella expensive. So
it keeps going up.
It keeps going up. So
now with tariffs, if that was even to take place, who knows what will that will do? So
yeah. So yeah, man, just stay prepared. I feel like it's the right answer. Just keep on top of it. Have a plan. Have a plan B. Have a plan C. Have a plan D. Fuck it. Like, that's all you can do, man. Just control what you can.
Yeah, be open minded to it too, because be able to adapt to whatever's gonna come at you. Because you might have to adapt quick.
Type shit, bro. Type shit. But yeah, I know it's probably like a long spiel about. We don't know what the fuck's going on, but be prepared. But yeah, that's yeah. Anything else we got to cover, bro?
No, I think we're good for 115.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we appreciate you. This was probably a different episode. I don't know. I feel like we've covered shit like 401ks, but no, I think a little different today. But hey, fuck
Yeah.
it. You know, something new for
Good to mix it up.
the pod fam and shit, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Peace.
All right. Peace out, y'all.